I'm Andrea Giles, and you're listening to the Heal from Infidelity podcast, episode number 146, Mature Relationships. Hello, and welcome to the Heal from Infidelity podcast, where courageous women learn not only to heal from their spouse's betrayal, but to become the boldest, truest, most decisive, and confident versions of themselves ever. If you know there's more for you than the life you're currently living, but don't quite know how to get there, you are in the right place. Stick around to learn how to create a life that will knock your own socks off. Is it possible? It is, and I'm here to show you how. I'm your host, Andrea Giles. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode. Right now, at the beginning of this episode, I have an exciting announcement. It's something I've been thinking about forever, and it's time. I am going to go back to weekly podcasting. At the beginning of my podcast, I did podcast every week, and then I changed that up when I had my baby and took some time off. And when I came back, I went to every other week, and I've stayed there ever since. And it's time. It's time to go every week. So from here on out, for the next while at least, until I say otherwise, plan on a weekly podcast from me every week. You can plan on that. Put it in your calendars. Make sure to subscribe. Then it'll automatically notify you when a new episode is out. All right, let's go ahead and dive into this week's episode, all about mature relationships. I think you're going to really like this one. I'm going to be teaching some things that maybe you've never heard before. And I'd love to have you leave with a new understanding of yourself, of where your relationship is at, and kind of some next steps. So here we go. Okay. So there are 3 different stages that our relationships go through. And the very first one is love without knowledge. How many of you, when you first started dating somebody, they were just everything, you were so excited, let's say your partner or spouse, okay? Not just somebody, let's talk specifically about your partner or spouse. You started dating, it started to get more and more serious. And even though you might have seen some flaws, you just thought that they were everything, right? You thought that they were everything. You saw many things in them that you were attracted to, that made you want to keep going in the relationship. And this is called love without knowledge, because as much as we think that we know the person that we are committing ourselves to, there's so much that you don't know. There's so much. And often there's a lot of stuff that you don't know because they don't even know it themselves. They are unknown to themselves in some part, in some way. There are things that they don't know. For example, they may have trauma in their past, some really hard things that is revealed later in the relationship. Let me give you an example. This past weekend, my daughter was here visiting. She's 23. She's finishing up college, and we were talking about different things. We were talking about how we are coming up on the anniversary of the death of her father. We were talking about all the things that she experienced as a kid. And I said to this daughter that there's going to be times in her life where it will all kind of be brought to the forefront, everything that she's experienced, and that she's going to have to deal with it. Like that there's going to be grief that's going to come up, that there's going to be hard emotions that come up. And I told her that for me, after she was born, I had a lot come up for me. And I explained to her that I kind of went through my life thinking that it wasn't okay for me to talk about the parts that were really hard and to put an optimistic face on about the things that were good, and just to shine it on, right? Make it look okay, make it look good. And after she was born, I had this beautiful, perfect little baby girl who I loved so, so much. And some things happened that kind of triggered this. My dad made a comment to me about her, and basically what happened is it unleashed a lot of grief. about how I was never protected the way that my little girl has been protected as a child. It just was not there for me. And just as a little context, my dad died when I was 2 days old. And then I had a stepdad from when I was 2 till I was 5, and then another stepdad who is still my dad. And I love him, but it was hard. It was tricky. And I was never the little girl that was just like daddy's little girl, protected by their dad, really cherished. I never had that growing up. And so when I had this sweet girl and I loved her so much, a lot of grief opened up for me that no one was there for me in the way that I just wanted to fiercely protect her. And so my point to my daughter was that sometimes we have experiences that we don't plan on that show us the things that we need to see or the things that we need to process. And so when you're in these beginning stages, dating people, getting to know them, even in early marriage, there's a lot you still don't know about them. And there's a lot that they don't know about themselves, and they can't know. I cannot tell you how many of my clients have come to me, so many, and said, my spouse had an affair. This is what happened. And he remembered this and this and this happening as a child, and he never dealt with it. Sometimes it was a death. Sometimes it was sexual abuse, all kinds of things that they never dealt with. And they're kind of acting out as an adult and doing things that they normally wouldn't do was something that was coming from this unhealed part in them. And that's the way that it came out. And now they're dealing with it. And this is this love without knowledge. We love them, but we don't know all the things. We don't. There's a lot we don't know because they can't even tell us. It's not a hiding, a secrecy. It's more like they don't even know. Our partners don't know. We don't know each other. And you know what? There are parts that we hide from each other. There are parts that we mask from each other. This is by design, okay? Not to lie, but to protect. We don't go into relationships fully ready to be vulnerable and intimate in all the ways. We just don't. And so we keep things kind of surface level. Oh, this person's so amazing. They're so wonderful, because we're seeing all the surface level things. We're not seeing trauma. We're not seeing unhealed things. Nope, not yet. Those things come up later. Okay. The next stage is knowledge without love. Knowledge without love. My person that I'm training with right now, Terry Real, he calls this normal marital hatred. Normal marital hatred. This is normal. It's normal. It's something that most everybody understands and has felt. It's like, oh my gosh, I did not know you, did not know this about you. I really can't stand this part of you. I really don't like this part of you. In fact, this part of you really triggers me. Like, it's really hard to be around you because of how I feel when this part of you is exposed. Knowledge without love. The love disappears. It doesn't mean that we don't love this person anymore. It doesn't mean that we don't still care about this person. It means that when we are in that frame of mind, we can't really deeply access that love because we're so like, oh my gosh, who is this person? I don't even know this person. Like, I thought that they were this and this and this, right? I'm going to give you another example. For many of my clients, when they find out about the infidelity, there is this part of the shock, part of the waking up, part of the shock is I did not know that this person was even capable of this. I remember feeling that way. I remember thinking about my first husband, what a terrible liar he was, and that he could never pull off something like that because he could barely keep like a birthday present hidden from me. He'd get so excited about it and he would leak it, and tell me. And I remember thinking there's no way he could ever pull off like actually like cheating in some form, in any form, because he's just so bad at lying. And what I didn't know is that there was a very masked part of him that was very good at it. I had no idea. It had been there before we got married and I had no idea, right? And so when those things were revealed to me, I was shocked, as I'm sure you are as well. I was shocked. Like, how can this person that I know in this way also do these things that have caused so much pain? Like, how can this be the same person? How can this be the same person? And for sure, I experienced that normal marital hatred of being so mad that this person brought so much pain into my life. And it was rough. It was painful, as I'm sure many of you know, right? Many of you might be in this stage right now, this normal marital hatred, this knowledge without love. The love that you once felt it's pretty buried right now. It's hard to access. It's hard to feel because there's so much pain on top of it now. Like, whoa, I know a lot more now about this person than I did before. And it's not necessarily the kind of things I want to know, right? It's also one of those things, though, that once you see it, you cannot unsee it. There is no going back. There's no going back. People try. I can't tell you how many of my clients have come and said it happened years ago. I tried to just bury it and move on. Didn't work. Here I am. Please help me. Right? We have to deal with it. It doesn't just go away. Now, I do think that this stage is really, really important. And here's why. Because I think that this knowledge piece is a way to really know who we're with, to really know what growth we need to step into to be with this person. For example, if we find out that our spouse really triggers us like crazy with certain things that they do or don't do, this holds up a mirror to what is so triggering about this. Like, why? What is this? Why does it bother me so much? And that can show us our own work. For example, I don't like it when he calls his mother. I don't like it. It's constant. I don't like it. It's like every day. Why does he need to call his mother every day? This can be something to explore, to go, why does this bother me so much? And I'm not saying from a way of dismissing it, making it not matter. It's more showing you what you want. Well, I think the reason why is because he acts different with her than he does with me. I feel like he puts on this fake facade for her than he does with me. And I want to be with somebody who's more like the same wherever he is, that I can count on that. It makes me not trust him as much. Okay, how am I going to communicate this? How am I going to share this? Right? That's the growth, instead of just taking it at face value. I hate it when he talks to his mom every day. I hate it. Like, it gives us an opportunity to go deeper. It lets us see more, okay? Now, I'm going to circle back a little bit to all of these, but I want to name the third one. The third is knowledge with love, or mature love. Knowledge with love, or mature love. Mature love is when you know who you're with. You know all of it. The good, bad, the ugly. You know the flaws. You know the things that trigger you. You know the things that have happened. You know the hurts that you have experienced at the hand of this person. You know all the things, where they came from, who they are. They've been exposed, and you love them, and you choose to love them. And there's a maturity in it. Why? For most of us in early relationships, it's very black and white, just like a child's brain is very black and white. It's this naive trust. It's like trusting that my parents are the best parents, have the best parents in the whole world. And then you grow up and go, oh, interesting. I didn't know this and this and this. I didn't know that my dad was cheating on my mom. This is not me, okay? Not me, not my experience. I'm just using this as an example. I didn't know that the whole time I was growing up, my dad was cheating on my mom, okay? These skeletons, these things that we find out about later. I didn't know that they actually really didn't like each other and that they shined it on pretty darn good. I didn't know that the way that they were able to say that they were so happy is by avoiding conflict at all costs and not really talking about anything. I didn't know that. right? As a child, we have this naive trust, this naive love, this naive belief in the goodness of the people we're around, which is a good thing that keeps us safe as children. But when we grow up, guess what keeps us safe? Seeing things as they are, growing our awareness, growing our maturity to be able to hold it, to be able to hold, this is a very good person and they are flawed. That's the work that I've done in my adult life with some members of my family that are close to me, is going, I love this person and this person really hurt me, but I love this person and I can understand how this person came to be the way that he is. And I love him. And this is going to some of the hurts from how I grew up, some of the situations that I was in growing up. There is growth and beauty in waking up to what is actually real, waking up to who our spouses are, to who we are inside this relationship. And I maintain that there are not many things that offer the opportunity to wake up like infidelity. Change does not happen without some kind of crisis, without something big. How many of us have been in stale relationships for a very long time and known that there's something that's going to have to give here? I don't know what I'll need to do. And then infidelity occurs and it's just this jolting wake up. And if handled well, it is an opportunity to hold this gigantic mirror to ourselves, to our spouse, and really see the things that we've been avoiding. Who have I been in this relationship? Who am I being now? Who do I want to be? Who has my partner been? What have I been blind to? What have I intentionally not seen because I didn't want to deal with it? Why? Right? Opportunities to see it all. There's a serious growing up that happens. There's a serious coming out of innocence of this happens in other relationships, not mine. The innocence of that into something more mature. I know you don't want it. I know that it has been painful. And I also know that there is something really powerful in having the kind of mature understanding of a situation where you can see nuance, where you can see it is not as simple as I'm making it be. It's not as simple as what my girlfriend or my sister is making it be. It's far more complex. There's a maturity in being able to see that. There's a maturity in it. And when we can take that maturity and knowledge and allow love in again, watch out. That's where real strength comes in. That's where we can hold a lot of truths at the same time. This is where we are able to see building trust not as an on-off switch, but as a broad thing where there's some things that we trust more than others, but that there are areas that we can trust in today and areas that we want to see more trust in. That's where we can hold a lot and we can speak up more about the things that we want because we've grown in our maturity to see it, to understand it, and to know what it is that we're wanting. That takes a lot of depth and a lot of maturity. My friends, whether you're staying or whether you're going, this kind of maturity is required to heal. If we walk away from something with a blanket statement about how everything was all on them, about how I have no responsibility here whatsoever and it's all them and I just need to get away immediately, it will resurface until you look at it. This is not to say that it was ever your fault that they chose to be unfaithful. Never, ever. What I am saying is that we are always helping to co-create situations that we find ourselves in. And it may be that you kept your mouth shut for far too long. It may be that you turned away because it was too scary to look at. It may be that you knew that he was pulling away, and rather than going, hey, wake up, what's going on here? you might have recoiled back. You may have turned away as well. You two maybe turned pretty cold to each other. This is the waking up. This is the seeing. It's painful. It's not easy. It's hard to look at. It's never to go, oh, of course he did this thing because I drove him to it. Never, ever, 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 ever. Got it? Never, ever. So let's go back over the 3 relationship stages, shall we? Love without knowledge. We just don't know. We don't know what we don't know. We don't know what we don't know about ourselves, about our partners, about the way it works. We don't know. We just don't know. But we know we love this person. Knowledge without love. Suddenly we have a whole bunch more understanding of who we're with, and the love is just squashed. This is where that normal marital hatred comes in. Normal. It's normal. The last, knowledge with love or mature love. This is wisdom. This is where wisdom sits. This is where your relationship has been tested and tried, and you guys came through. And you are way stronger than you were before. You are way stronger. This is wisdom. Okay? Whether you're staying or going, this last piece, this knowledge with love or mature love, if you take the time to understand what happened, even if you know that you need to leave, you will be far more primed to be wise in your next relationship. You will see more, you will know more, you will take that wisdom and go from being wounded to being really wise. Really wise. That's a pretty powerful place to be. Before I go, I want you to know that the doors are open to my program, Get Your Life Back After Infidelity. This is the work we do. You have support of other women who are doing the same work. You have my support. You have amazing content to go through with videos that are done by me, with in-depth worksheets that I take you through to help you understand everything that you're experiencing, to help you go back and go deep so that you get this wisdom. You're paying a painful price, right? For something that you didn't do. I say let's take all of that pain and use it. Let's use it, shall we? You're here anyway, right? You're here listening to this podcast. You're here in this infidelity space. Let's use this pain and turn it into gold, right? We're not going to just sit in it forever. No way. That's my mission inside my program and here talking with you, is to help you not just heal from this, not help you just get past the pain, but to become the wisest version of yourself, where you're not suffering anymore. You are wise. You are wise. You've taken these things and turned it into wisdom. I want to help you do that. I want to help you do that. Come join. Come check out my program. Take a risk. Go all in. Okay? Come join me. All right, my friends. I will see you in a week. Woohoo! I'm excited to talk to you more often again. If you have requests of things that you'd like to talk to me about or that you'd like to hear from me, I invite you to go leave me a message. Email me, Andrea@AndreaGiles.com. It'll go directly to me. I will see the request. I'll see what I can do. All right, my beautiful people, take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening to the Heal from Infidelity podcast. If you would like to be kept in the know about upcoming free classes, new podcast episodes, and other ways of working with me, go subscribe to my weekly email. You can subscribe at AndreaGiles.com/lies-about-infidelity/. Again, it's AndreaGiles.com/lies-about-infidelity/. I will see you next time.